Hello everyone, Soul17 here. I downloaded the pictures in the thumbnail, but I made the thumbnail and this is not a paid video. I know someone's gonna say it's annoying, please stop saying that. No. Trying to cover my butt, but anyways. Yes, I am making part 2 to this. And yes, I am going, the ship, like I said, is Kaguya's daughter, Kaguya. And Sakura, Sasuke are not gonna be, on Naruto's team. It was gonna be Naruto, Kaguya, and then I want to, wanted to be someone else, so someone said Kiba, and it made sense. So yes, Kiba's gonna be on team, but it's gonna be with Kurenai. Yeah, it's gonna be with Kurenai. So Naruto is gonna be learning a Genjutsu. He's gonna be able to do Genjutsus now because of the Sharingan, which is technically good. Somebody did say about Sasuke, should be only in, he has him one stage. So what if I can change it? Sasuke trained really hard to get first Tomoe, second Tomoe, and when I remember from the Land of Waves arc, which the bridge builder, he had two Tomoe, one eye, one Tomoe, another eye. So, yes, I made Sasuke at least get a full Sharingan. Reasons why, because if you don't realize, this Naruto's gonna be broken. He can basically, Naruto basically has all Sharingans. There's if you see how many Danzo had in his arm, then in one eye, how many Sharingans he had, I think it doesn't really matter with Naruto. He has all their freaking, skills. If anyone had, a Mangekyo, the only one that I know Danzo had was freaking Shinsui's. So, yes. So, basically, Naruto will be getting, Shinsui's body flicker. So, yes, I had to double check to see which one it was. Yeah, there's just no name. Naruto has Shinsui's body flicker, really. But he's gonna, get that. And I know about, like I said, Sasuke's brother put him in a Genjutsu. That unlocked his Sharingan. But because of that, because of Naruto's growth, Sasuke has just trained really much. That was it. That's the reason why he unlocked the freaking 3 Tomoe. Just want to say that. It's all because of this Naruto. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this. So, as Naruto walks into the academy with, his wolf, Kurama. I'm not Kurama, Itachi. I nearly forgot. Kurama says, why do you have a stupid wolf with you? He was like, hey, don't want my freaking pet. I mean, one of my best friends, pet, friend, whatever. What do you want to say? Don't mock my freaking wolf. And he goes, whatever, kid. So yeah, just don't ever try to make me play with be friends with him. So yeah, so Naruto's sitting in the seat. Kaguya comes over. She's sitting next to him. Actually, let's just say this real quick. I have been I have been researching what characters I want to put into other animes. So I'm gonna put in a character from another anime into the what if I'll make. So I don't know, Rinakumura. I'll put another anime character that will just be in there. Yeah, I'm not gonna say which anime character I'm thinking of, but it's just because it'd be really funny having a girl clean up to that character for a very long time, and almost every guy would be like, why him? So yeah. I think I will be making that a Issei what if at least? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyways, let me just go back to this. So yeah. Anyways, so Kaguya comes over, sits next to Naruto. She goes, who do you think will be on our team? Naruto just says, well, if we are on the same team, I just hope it's Kiba, at least. At least Itachi will have a little friend to play with. And I hope my freaking teacher, our sensei, isn't not Sasuke, isn't Kakashi. Sharingan. As she says, don't you have Sharingan? He goes Yes, but I do not like to use it much because I don't want to rely on it. Also, I have the Byakugan now, so you know, and which she's shocked by this, and he goes, "Yeah, come on, it's not that shocking." She just like kind of like staring at Naruto like in shock, as in he just does what Itachi does, which what Tachi did to Sasuke. Sasuke saw this, he was like, "What the?" And he just says, "You all right?" And she basically came out. She goes, "Yeah, what was that for?" He goes, "I don't know. I mean, it was in one of the eyes Donzo had. I remember it saying Itachi. I know a lot about him actually, including how he's basically friends with crows. Believe it or not, but some weird reason, crows have been coming to me every now and then with certain items. Like, really?" She asked. He was like, "Yeah." And plus, he pulls out one of the items. He was basically he just shows her like I say, an old compass, and it's been and plus, he can put chakra into it, and it will always show him where he needs to go. Like if he's on a mission, he just has to put chakra into it and like think what the mission's about or like which direction he has to go to meet up with people. It'll lead him places. So he just says, "Animals help me out sometimes." He goes, "That's lucky." He goes, "Yeah." And then he basically what happens is Kiba is just sitting with Hinata, like next to Hinata, just talking and saying, "I hope we're on the same team." But then he says, "If we're not, then at least I'm hoping I'm with Naruto and Kaiya." Which Hinata is like, "Why?" I never did say like Sakura. I mean, not Sakura. Hinata was not, did not like Naruto. I think, if I'm 100% certain, I think she said she liked him, but not like him. Like she liked him as a friend, but she wasn't really like close to him. So she just goes, "Why?" Because he just Kiba says because I mean I could then teach him some things, how he can work with his wolf. I can probably teach him fame over fame then. Which not she goes, "All right." I mean, she also knows Naruto has the Byakugan now, so hey, she's she doesn't really care, but yeah. But anyway, but after that, which happens is Iruka comes in. Iruka basically comes in and says, "All right, everyone, I have your teams." And so he goes through the list. It's Sakura, Sasuke, and Shino. And then it's Hinata. Um, hmm, what was a good team for her? Hinata. Ah, man, it's hard to remember all the rookie 12. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Hinata, some other character, some other character. Yeah, but no, no, no. No, it's Hinata, Sasuke, Shino. And then it's Sakura for other characters. Yes! There we go. And Sakura's bummed out with that. And Hinata just goes, whatever. I mean, it's not that bad. At least I ain't with Yusa Sakura, which he says in her head. And then, basically, and then Haruko says, Naruto, Kaiya, and Kiba. Sensei, Kurenai. In which he goes, "Oh, thank you." And he says that out loud, which everyone's wondering why. He goes like, "At least I am not with Kakashi. That guy's always late." Has anyone never noticed that? And which, like, Ruka just kind of chuckles at this a little bit and goes, "Apologies, but Naruto, how do you know this?" He goes, "Oh, the third Hokage, he allows me to read files on certain teachers if I wanted them as my senseis, or at least I would hope to have my senseis. So I wanted really, Kurenai." In which, Uruka goes, "All right then." So yeah, so Kurenai comes in, she wants her team. She sees Naruto's on his team, like on her team, and she was like, "Oh no, why him?" As in basically he says, "Where we gonna meet?" She just says, "Follow me." And he was like, "Oh, alright, I was gonna buy Flick over there." She goes, "What? You can buy Flick?" He's like, Yeah, long story short, I'll explain later. I mean, you probably know because of the third Okage, but whatever. Come on, let's go. And Kaguya and Kiba run off with. And so what happens is, when they get to introducing themselves, Kaguya just says her brief explanation about herself. I am Kaguya. Last name don't have one. I'm not Kaguya. Kaguya. Last name don't have one. But I like Naruto, hanging out with my friends, training, and cooking. In which Naruto looks at her and goes like, wait, cooking? She goes, mm-hmm. Why you never told me? She goes, you never asked. He was like, could I eat your food then instead of, starving sometimes? Well, actually, I didn't really need to eat much, but whatever. And she chuckles at this. What she hates, she says, Sasuke Uchiha, which Sasuke sneezes, and he goes like, someone's talking bad about me? And then she says, Sakura Haruno. And then Sakura just sneezes and she says, someone's talking about me. I bet it's that stupid Naruto. Because at first Naruto was like, Sakura-chan. But then, like, after he had, the black light virus affected him, he stopped doing that. Like, he understands now, like, Sakura never loved him. If he put his life on the line, she'll always love Sasuke. And now he has the Sharingan. Like, Sakura kind of was like, he has a Sharingan now. He's not useless. But then she found out about his family. He's useless. But then the Sharingan plus his family, he's not useless. But Sasuke's still Sasuke. He's my Sasuke-kun. She's having a whole entire like trying to figure out who she wants. But in the end, she wanted Sasuke. So yeah. I just want to put that little thing in there. Sakura was trying to figure out if she wanted to like Naruto now because of everything he has. But no, she still went with Sasuke. Simp. Just gonna say that much. Anyways, let's continue on. So, what happens next is that, it's Kiba. Kiba just says whatever he says in canon, but then with the add-on saying, like, he likes Itachi, which she's shocked about, but then, Naruto, basically chimes in and goes like, oh, Itachi, my wolf. Pup. Basically. She goes, huh? She didn't see it because, it was hiding right behind Naruto sleeping. He was like, hey, Tachi, wake up. And, she hears a little yawn as he comes out. And, he sits down right next to Naruto. She goes, he's so cute. Can I pet him? She asks. And, which then all of a sudden she goes, and, little wolf Itachi goes up to her. And she picks him up and just pets him. He has the same thing I have. The black light virus. She goes, don't worry. It's as long as he wants you to have it, which you won't. Believe me, it's all about what we want. Also, hive mind. Wait, I do remember Jiraiya has the spy network because of Orochimaru's memories. Hold on, as basically Naruto does multi-shadow konjutsu, and then, basically it makes 1,000 shadow clones. He goes, alright everyone, spread out throughout the world. As they all body flicker away because, I'm gonna have him basically be having a better freaking spy network than, than basically, Jiraiya now, because someone did say I could do this. And yes, they would do that clan, like, having Naruto basically in the CRA, whatever they have in there, where basically he'll force to have, a wife, 3 different wives, and have kids. But here's the thing. That would have happened, but losing. And that this is Naruto, the freaking son of the 4th Hokage. I mean, they don't, and plus he does say his kids may not even have this. He doesn't even know. He may not even be able to even have no kids. So it doesn't even matter if you try to put me in that whatever crap you say it is. And the council is like, freak. But Naruto knows he can have kids, and they may not get it, but he then can give them it. It's all about if they want it. So yeah, that's how it is, and that's how it's gonna be. So he basically just lied his way so that he would never have to do that. He could just be with the person he wants to be, and that is Kaguya Otsutsuki, half Uzumaki. Well, part Otsutsuki Uzumaki and freaking Namikaze. Overpowered right there then. Child. So yeah, but anyways, so Naruto, um, you know, after saying that, Kiba goes on what he does not like. He does not, and then what what's his goals and dreams. Kayua did not want to say her goal or dream was because it's personal. She says, and that's it. And Naruto, he goes, well, I like researching, experimentation on myself on what I can do, not on anyone else, and try to help Itachi learn some new skills. That way, he can actually do jutsus or hardening his skin like I can, as he demonstrates with his hand, which it turns into like an actual armor. And then he says, but coated with chakra into an actual elemental armor. And which she goes, wait, you guys try to do that? He goes like, yeah, it works 97% of the time. Depends on what element it is. And Tachi over there has water, wind, and earth. So me, I have every single elemental chakra nature. Thanks to Donzo and Orochimaru, which is the only person I ever have taken into my body and used it for biomass and knowledge and information. And Naruto's now again like the full on like spy networking on what he knows about. He goes like, oh, the Akatsuki. Alright, that's pretty good information I got now. In which he goes, wait, what? He goes, oh yeah, sorry, Akatsuki members, a little bit of activity happening. So far it's weird. It was like hunting down Jinchurikis. Oh, I get ready for that. So Naruto basically just says, give me a moment, Kurenai Sensei. He goes into his mindscape. He says, yo, Kurama, what's up? He goes, kid, look at all your shadow clones, basically. He goes, yeah, that's a lot of them. So, did they learn everything? He goes, pretty much. Now you just need to, yeah, he says release to the ones in the mindscape, as then he gets a whole black backlash of chakra, spike up, knowledge, of everything. So yeah, but hold on, I need to check something else too. Sure. Alright, I was just trying to check the name of that jutsu. I said that I messed up. I don't know why I can remember the name like that. But yeah. But anyways. So, what happens, when he says, so now I got the Rasengan perfectly mastered, because the elementals, the flying Raijin, my chakra, control is perfect. Well, I actually worked on it so much, and plus I do have way more knowledge on the jutsus that Orochimaru had, along with Danzo, and basically the basic swordsmanship that you taught me. He goes, yes. Now, get the freak back out there. I want to sleep. You annoying little brat. As he has a smile on his face. As Naruto jumps into the cage, fist pounds Kurama. Basically, he goes like, I'll find a way to break it. I promise you that. He jumps out of the cage and leaves, like just walking away. His back is to Kurama, and then he fades. And he goes like, show off. And so what happens is he comes back out. Kurenai goes like, Naruto, what was that? He goes, shadow clones in my head. Well, multi-shadow clone jutsu used in my head. Made around 5,000 or so. Over the years, I've been adding more, and basically I got knowledge of the Flying Raijin, the Rasengan, perfectly mastered it, by the way, of the Flying Raijin. Which was, at the time, I could not do any seals on the actual kunais. But now I know the techniques to put everything in what I need to do properly, because I can understand, even though I had the intelligence of Orochimaru and Danzo combined, I could not figure out how to do it unless I was my father. So he went to the next best person, Kurama, which is the Nine Tails inside of me. He told me how to, and I had at least 100 or so learning how to do that. The rest of the taijutsu I basically can do without no one teaching me that. So yeah. Anyways, what I like is like I said, was experimenting and all that myself. Training, eating ramen, hanging out with my friends, Shikamaru, Choji, Kiba, and Kayuya. What I hate? Um, Not really much. My goal is, your kids have become Hokage. Really, that's my only goal. My dream, well, is to find somebody that will set me for the monster that I am. But hey, I mean, I'm allowed to call myself a monster because, well, as Naruto basically, shows little finger turns into a claw, I am. And then change it back to his hand. It was like, so, that's everything. What we gotta do? Bell test? She goes, no. Lord Third told me it would be a waste of time. And plus, I already know you and Kayuya and Kiba do have a good teamwork down, which Lord Third has said, and he goes, Gramps always likes to spy on me. Sorry, guys, as they like, yeah, that freaking, Third Hokage. And so, they do, so what we're gonna have to do? As Kurona just says, easy. You're just gonna have to fight me regularly. I'm not using teamwork, one-on-one, to see where you're at. No jutsu's being used, but at the end of it, we're gonna, Kiba, you and, well, Naruto could probably teach each other a few things. Naruto could probably learn some of your family's techniques because of, well, of little Itachi here, as she's still petting, in which Itachi got, sleeping. As she asked, does he always like to sleep? He was, Well, I mean, he gets the traits from me. I'm mostly sleep when I'm at home, at least 3 hours, go cook something, eat it, then go train for at least another hour, come back home, sleep, and then work out. That's all. And so, like, she goes, oh, okay. And, yeah. So, they go to the training ground, and that's what they do. They try to face Kurenai. Basically, Kiba shows what he got. It wasn't really much, so Kurenai was able to put him into a genjutsu. Kayuya goes up. She basically is able to put the fence on, well, Kurenai. The genjutsu would not work on her, and she basically had to use a strategy that, Kayuya did not see coming, and, she won with Naruto. I'm just gonna say this: Splee Blitz nearly punched her right in the stomach, stops, and just says, I will not hit a woman, even if you are my sensei. And because of this little shockwave that went behind her, pressure of air that went behind her, she sees the destruction. It's almost similar to a Saitama, but less strength in it, and only to take down only three trees at a good enough distance. That is it. And she just is in shock. She goes, I lost then, she says, and he goes, yeah, you did. So, how's that? She goes, that was great, but you were supposed to hold that. He goes, you told me to come at you like I was gonna kill you. And I don't hit girls. That's one rule I will always have. Well, technically, if the girl's trying to kill me, that's self-defense. I mean, but I just don't like to hit people that are weaker than me. Which Kunai got annoyed, but she does remember that Naruto's physical strength is, well, beyond anything now. So she understands. So yeah, so they just say, alright, Naruto, can you just do a simple combat train with me? Don't come at me like you're gonna kill me. He goes, alright. So they get to a fighting stance, and they fight for a couple minutes, and Karna can see what he meant by his taijutsu. He does not need no help, because he has a flow of, well, he basically combined it to be, Danzo and Orochimaru's, and she does, get defeated, and she met defeat. So yeah. So anyways, she says, alright, everyone, that's all I wanted to see where you guys were at. So, she goes, Naruto, Your speed and strength is unreal. We all know this. And, well, you are without using the Charming Rod. So I'm going to teach you a few genjutsus. But Kiba, do you mind teaching Naruto some of your family's technique? And he goes, not at all, actually. Come on, Naruto. And then it's Karanai and Kaiya. She goes, I'm going to start with your training with genjutsus just right now. She goes, alright, that'll be great. In detecting them, she goes, mm-hmm. And so what happens is Kiba teaches him Fang over Fang. How to basically have beast mimicry too with Itachi, the wolf. The wolf Itachi basically, and well, it's actually pretty good. Naruto's able to get it down and just not. It doesn't take long. It took like each one of these basically around 20 minutes each. That was it. The other jutsu, the other things though, it does even like have it like help him with having his body go into the motion of like an animal. But he does say he can actually do that already, so he just does. Gets on all fours and his body morphs into an animal. Because since it's the nine-tailed fox chakra that made this, he does keep a nose. He says, "Oh yeah, it's because the nine-tails chakra." He goes, "Yeah, pretty much." And then he gets back on all. She just gets off on all fours, just on his two legs. Which Itachi is rubbing his head against Naruto's leg, and he just pets him. Kiba asks, "How's his mom doing?" He goes, like, "She's doing all right. She's old. She's gonna pass away soon. We both know this." And well, we kind of are. He kind of talks to her, and she doesn't want to be. She wants to have just a normal burial, not be like turned into like what he is. It's kind of saddening, but yeah. So, yes, I understand. Then something happens. Something weird happens. Hiruzen comes over to Naruto. He basically body flickered all the way over there. He says, "Naruto, my boy." He goes, "Hey, Gramps, what's up?" He's like, "I'm sorry for your interruption of your training. I see that you're learning some techniques from Kiba." He goes, "Yep. What do you need?" He was like, "Oh, I think it's about time that you, have an eye in the sky." He goes, "Huh?" He goes, "Well, here's an hawk. So I think you should, be able to have infect him and have him be a part of your hive mind." He's like, "You sure about this?" He goes, "Wait, hold on, cough coming." So Hiruzen says, "Yes, it'll be a lot more easier for you, I believe. And who knows? Maybe have you ever tried to pump that biomass that you've been storing up without, into them?" He was like, "No, actually. Hold on." All right. So he goes over to the hawk. Naruto, the hawk is not, trying not to be afraid as he goes, "Huh, strong will, doesn't like to show weakness, and completely and utter loyal." As he just starts petting the hawk and he says, "This won't hurt." As he basically infects the black light virus. And he goes, What happened? I feel different." He goes, "See, it didn't hurt. I basically turned you into something that I can use. Not, no, sorry, wrong term. Something that helps me. So me and you are connected. I can hear your thoughts, you can hear mine, and well." Basically, as Naruto closes his eyes, as Naruto can see what the hawk sees, he goes, "See?" As he goes, I can feel you like we're a part of me." He goes, "Yeah, that's what happens when you have a hive mind. We all work together, and plus each one can see out of someone's eye. Can I try something?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "Since you have the black light virus, maybe this could work." As he does have the hawk come onto his arm, in which then Naruto starts pumping all the biomass that he has stored up. As the hawk gets bigger, as in it actually looks like an actual summon. it's big enough to be a natural summon. As he goes, cool. So he hops onto it. The Wolf Itachi does too, and he goes, huh? It's actually big enough for me to ride. Cool. Also, try to morph your wings into steel. As the Hawk, was able to do that then, but he can still feel like they'll fly. So they tested it out. Steel wings, able to fly easily. They fly around for a little bit. He drops down. He takes back all the biomass. The Hawk turns into, a actual back to the same size. And then he goes, "All right, you'll come out when I need you, okay? Or just whenever you want to come out." So he nods, and it goes into Naruto's body. In which then, since little Itachi is technically looks like a full grown wolf, but still like so many months old. I mean, some in dog years, so many years old. So I mean, he's gonna live anyways for a very long time. He won't die. So basically, boom. Naruto is. We can change him into a bigger wolf to be like a Finral, the the Greek wolf god, not Greek, the Viking. So Thor and how can I forget their names now? The Viking god Finral, like look alike. So yeah, I'm sorry. It's just long day, long day. My mom's birthday celebrated. So yeah, bam, sister came over, nieces, yay. So anyways, um, you know, then he just turned back into a little Itachi, little wolf Itachi, which you know Kurenai likes. Oh yeah, grows into looks like a full grown wolf, but it's still a baby, able to fit on someone's lap. So yeah, I guess that's how it's working. Because Naruto basically can put biomass into it, take it out. So he made the wolf small, so it's easy to basically go through stuff and not get hit. So yeah. Anyways, after that, Naruto says thank you to the third Kage. He goes, no problem, Naruto, and I see that your chakra reserves went up more. Let me guess, all those clones you had to in chakra control? Mm-hmm. Is so you learned to fly in Raijin? The ceiling? He was like, mm-hmm. I don't really have to do the black light virus on it no more than I can just teleport. I could just not put the seals on it. It's good. Alright. Goodbye, everyone. As you know, he disappears. I mean, he body flickers away, I mean, not disappears. So, yeah. So after that, Naruto looks at everyone. So, is that all for today, Kurenai Sensei? As she nods, and so let's just, she says, alright, we're gonna do all these D rank missions tomorrow. First mission, just let's rest up. So yeah, so we're gonna do a little bit of a time skip to basically a month later. Yeah. As what happens is Kurenai has asked Hiruzen. They have completed around 46 missions, so can we please have a high rank mission? Naruto has strength is incredible, and basically Kayuya's ability with genjutsus and well, even able to get out of any genjutsu is incredible too. And Kiba has gone even stronger. Not to mention Naruto's Sharingan. He basically can activate it and do so much. And Naruto basically hasn't even gone. Well, Naruto basically has learned more how to use it, in which when he has the Sharingan, the all three Tomoes, and then the Mangekyo. Now he basically because of the black light virus, he can upgrade it to then the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So yeah, but he does know he can go even further into the Renegon, but he thinks he can, but he doesn't want to test that out. He wants to try to get even stronger. So yeah, so as the Hokage looks at the team, he goes, I agree with you. So, this mission may not be a C rank, it may be a B or A rank. You must know that. And they nod, and then, saying, alright. Tazuna in this one did tell the Hokage the reason why, and he was like, does not matter, you need help. So, as a village, we will help you. That's what he, believe. That's his, logic. So, yeah. So, Tazuna comes out, he goes, who are these kids? Like, are these supposed to, be my... Yeah, sorry, I'm a little drunk. Stress. Drinking. As Naruto goes, yeah, I could probably figure. You look really stressed out, man. He was, kid, you might know the half of it. So, he says, well, these kids don't like they can help me. Aren't ninjas supposed to be cold and heartless? As Naruto goes, yeah, we are, but some aren't because we have feelings. We can't be mindless machines. I mean, if we were, then wouldn't we have killed everyone by now? That are enemies? In which Kazunori was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense." And Naruto just says so casually as he sees a wolf right next to Naruto just laying down. He was like, "Kid, you know that's a wolf right now." So he was like, "Uh huh, I know. It's my friend and my pet. So you don't have to worry." And partner, actually. It's my friend, pet, and partner all in one. He was like, "How are you able to tame a wolf?" He goes, you don't want to know. You just don't want to know. Trust me." So yeah. So basically, Karne says, mm, "You did say this is A to B rank, A or B rank, and I don't think we can do this just yet. We have to have another team with us then." As he says, there is no one that could. As Tazna goes, "Wait, what do you mean? These are the only teams that you have right now?" You're like, "Yes, I mean, Team Kakashi's on a mission right now, but it's in our B rank, so I mean our D rank, so I don't think we can have anyone help right now." As then Kurenai says, "I know my team is strong. Naruto cannot get hurt, but these two can, and I don't want to endanger them." As Naruto says, "Yeah, also, Tazuna, I know about your village, so if you want me to help you out, I can do this without the village even knowing." Which everyone's just shocked by it. And he goes, wait, what? He goes, "Yeah, I can do this by myself, actually. It's too easy of a job." And then Caillou just says, "Naruto, don't get cocky." He goes, yeah, sorry." She goes, Just because you're invincible and you can heal from anything, really, doesn't mean you're indestructible. Remember, people care about you, Naruto." He goes, I know, I know. I just don't like leaving someone, the way that his village is in." She goes, "I know, but still, please." He goes, "Yeah." So, Naruto says, "Karnai, Sensei, we should really help. Maybe if we just wait till a team comes in, we'll be the backup. Or, I don't know, they just help us out. It's a two-team mission." As Karnai just says, "Alright, Naruto. Alright." So, they take the mission as long as a team comes in, which is Team 7. So, Hinata, Shino, not Shino. Oh my god, how can I forget his name? So Sasuke, hold on. Yeah, it was right, it was Shino. And Kakashi walks in. As, basically Ruzan goes, Team Kakashi, I got a mission for all of you. As they're like, "Really? Alright, we just got back from a mission. It was just, a D-rank mission." He goes like, "Yes, I know. But Kurina here, and her team, needs help with a mission. She would not go on a mission alone. So, I'm having team, Kakashi help out team, well, Kurenai. As he basically says, huh, alright, a C rank mission? No, it could be a A or D rank mission. With 2 Jonins and 6 Genins could be, well, actually, 5 Genins plus 1 high Ambu Jonin, well, 1 elite Ambu. As he goes, wait, Ambu? Basically, Hiruzen says he could not give Naruto any higher than an Ambu. He could not give him the Ambu level because he was not a ninja yet. And he cannot give him the actual rank of an Ambu because of the fact that he is only a Genin. Also, Naruto. He goes, yes, well, third? He goes, you can call me by my, like you always call me. He goes, alright, Gramps. Sorry, it's just, you never let me say that. He goes, I don't care no more. He says, call me Gramps or, Hiruzen. I don't care at all, my boy. He goes, alright. What? He goes, you have to be the leader of the Anbu, the root ninjas, basically. And he goes, wait, what? He goes, yes. You see, since Donzo is not around, we need a, person there. So you have to do some mission. You have to become the leader of the root ninjas. So Naruto goes, alright. As he makes a shot clone. Hiruzen gives him the scroll location. Well, no. He asks, do you need a scroll for the location of the root ninjas? He goes, nope. Have it all here. So then he just says, but still, take this. So the clone, the clone Naruto walks over, well, it's the shot clone, walks over to Hiruzen with a scroll saying that he explain why Naruto's there and what happened to Danzo. So yes. So the Shadow Clone leaves immediately. He goes over to the Root Ninjas, and they all read the one who was there in the second command reads it, and they're like, "So Lord Danzo's dead because of his foolishness." And Naruto goes, "Yep, pretty much." So you all want to fight me and prove that I am worthy of it, or you're just gonna listen to me? Because as he makes a call, he goes like, I could just basically kill all of you right now if I ever wanted to. It's pretty much easy. Heck, I can even summon out a snake just to do the job for me. You can listen to me or die. Your choice. As they basically goes, you'd have to threaten us, kid. I mean, it's basically, if you kill Donzo, you're good enough for us. So just lead us, you know, just give us our missions and such, and that's it. He goes, yeah, I'm only a shadow clone, so you trying to kill me wouldn't really work. Even as a shadow clone, your blades would not pass. It would take a lot more to kill me anyway, so yeah. Come on, let's just get your jobs going. Okay? And they nod. And so, what happens is, Naruto basically goes, alright, we're going back over to, everything. He goes, alright then, come on. Everyone, let's get ready for the mission. As Kurenai says, Naruto, you forgot something. He goes like, yeah, sorry, I'm rushing you. So Kurenai and Kakashi accept the mission, and now she says, now Naruto, you can get going and prepare. He goes, alright. And everyone leaves, and basically Kakashi says, he's impatient, isn't he? He goes, I learned that he isn't impatient, he just wants to really see the world. So him going outside the village must be, even though the clones are doing it, him himself is here. And he goes, wait, what, clones? He made his own spy network. Because, the hive mind thing he has? Mm-hmm. Basically Hiruzen knows about it, he formed all the Jonins and all ninjas. So, yes, because if they see wondering why the little, basically a little wolf was following him, because of hive mind. So, yeah. So, anyways, everyone gets ready. Naruto just puts in a few, kunais into scrolls. I mean, Hiruzen did let him learn how to do some seals on himself. So he has a few of seals on himself. Basically, then, a couple scrolls filled with food and blankets and stuff. what you'll need, even like two like kits for like how can I say this? Two kits for basically health kits, medical kits, yeah, first aid kits basically. And then he basically puts some kunais into him, absorbs some kunais for more biomass, and then heck makes them even stronger than what the shops did. And yep, and puts them into scrolls. Then after all that's done, he meets over with everyone. So everyone like sees Naruto with just a little bag, along with Kurenai's team. Sasuke though, and Kakashi's team. Well, Shino knows he didn't really need much. Hinata also. Sasuke kind of just got like bigger bag, just like in canon, but it's not that big. It's like a medium-sized one. He just says that he has more stuff just in case, like extra clothing and extra kunais. Because of one reason, he's he has a tendency to use too many at once. He says, and he's trying to keep count now. This was a habit, as Kakashi does agree with him because he did have a over exaggerated, and the team building exercise. He says as he goes, yeah, sorry. So yeah. Anyways, after that, you know, they all start walking out. So Hinata talks to Naruto, does try to get along with him. Kiba and Kaya are really good. And keep in chat. Shino just not talking much. He says, I don't know why all the bugs are afraid. He goes, oh, that's probably me, Naruto says. Which everyone's kind of shocked. Well, not everyone. Just, Hinata and Shino and Sasuke. He goes, oh, I'm the alpha predator, so most animals are going to stay away from me unless they're wounded or need help. So, yeah, your bugs aren't really much of a how can I say this? They would probably run away now if, as Sheena goes, I see. Just don't do too much to scare them. He goes, I won't. So a couple more minutes walking alone, Naruto sees a puddle, and so he just says, stinking genjutsus. So Naruto just basically puts his foot up into the air, like he's about to stomp in the ground. And what he does is, he changes it into like an actual armor. And then when he stomps the ground, he put chakra into this, as it does crack the ground all the way to the puddle, as these two people jump out of it, which Naruto knew. So he just runs forward, punching one guy in the face, and immediately, kicking the other guy to the side. Because of his speed and strength, he was able to do this. So one guy's knocked out while the other guy isn't. He basically rolls over, gets up, runs towards Naruto. Naruto just says, "This is gonna be too easy." He basically does a hand sign, and what happens is, I'm saying this hand sign is for a shadow clone to come out and just run at the guy and keep him distracted. So then when Naruto basically does, forms a Rasengan to his hand, runs forward, and when the guy isn't looking, he says, Rasengan! And he smashes it into the guy's side, sending him flying into a tree. And he's knocked out. So, not killed because he didn't put too much chakra into it. He didn't put that much, so... Yeah, so what happens is, Sasuke is saying, like, why are they... He goes, because Gado, bridge builder, bounty, and that they want him dead. So, yeah, and basically a man called Zabuza's gonna come and try to kill him. But we're in the way, so, yep, I already knew about this. I already knew about this as soon as I heard the word Tasana. So, yeah. Anyways, they go like, so that's why you want to. I rather have two Jonins, and one of them having the Sharingan will be a big help. Even though me and Sasuke do have our own Sharingans, but I also have a Byakugan, which Hinata knew, so she's not in shot, but Kiba is, along with Shino. Um, and not Kurenai is not shot, but Kakashi is. He just says her father asked him to come over. He puts us Tanata to the Hyuga clan, which I did, and he wanted me to get the Byakugan because I could, absorb people into myself, gain their memories, powers, and their, no, and their jutsu because of the Sharingan, basically. So, hold on. Alright, thought my dad was gonna yell, but he didn't. But anyways, Aidan says, just want to see, but if I could, and I did. But I also used the reanimation jutsu to talk to his brother. So yeah, as Hinata shocked by that, that's actually the Byakugan of her, her father's brother. So her uncle. So yeah, so. He said, yeah, and I'm pretty much going to use both of them, not exactly at the same time, because it's overkill, I think. So, yeah. Anyways, come on, let's go. What about, and then Kakashi goes, what about these two? He goes, oh, yeah. If there's a bounty on them, kill them and take their heads? If there's not, then? As Naruto basically just makes some shadow clones. He makes he does multi-shadow clone jutsu. He basically takes the two guys back to the Leaf Village. As they say in Naruto, there was a bounty on them. He was like, oh, okay, I should have killed them. He said, no. Whoever they, want to put the bounty on will basically say if they live or die, so don't worry. He was like, alright. So, yeah, so Naruto and everyone just walks. Hinata, talking to Naruto, but basically, Kaya is, just getting to talk to Sasuke. She just ignores him. Then she, asks Naruto a question, in which then Hinata just goes over to Kiba and just saying, so, who do you think likes who on this team? And, Kiba says Sasuke likes, Kayuya, and she likes Naruto. That's obvious. Naruto doesn't know if he likes anyone right now. I already asked him that, before the academy ended for us. So, yeah. And she goes, oh, I see. What about you? He's like, I have I have a person in mind, but, she may not like me. As Hinata just says, maybe she doesn't know what she's missing. And he goes, yeah, I figured. So, yeah. It's still Kiba likes Hinata. Like, Hinata doesn't, like I said, she likes someone, but she doesn't. Actually, I just want this more. Well, I said, I'm trying to figure out the shift for her, really. So, multiple things are popping in my head. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing. Trying to wait for my phone on slow charge so I can take a test again. But anyways, Hinata basically, like everyone says, she doesn't like Naruto. They're friends. She likes somebody, but yeah, that's how I said it. So yeah, so low key, she's keeping her options open. So she says, "I like Kiba. I don't know if I'll like him in the future, but I'm gonna get close to him and see." So yeah, that's how it is. But anyways. So the whole entire thing with Zabuza does happen. We're just gonna skip a lot, not all the fighting. No, not the fighting, just the whole entire introductions to him and such. And so, what happens is Naruto walks in front before Kakashi can do anything, and he just says one thing. Hold on, I need to look up Shintois. I mean, I know I'm gonna be saying this wrong, but Zabuza is looking at Naruto, so he activates his Sharingan, which turns into the Mangekyo, and he says, Kato Amatu Tsukiyomi. And so, what happens is, he puts Zabuza into a Genjutsu, and he makes him relive whatever his worst fear is, and it's Haku dying in a painful death. So before Naruto goes up to him and says, "I'm sorry for this. Looks like I'm gonna have to kill you," and all that, Haku threw the Zenbon at him, basically making him seem like he's dead. And yeah, that happens. It's just, yeah. So I wanted him to fight them on the bridge. So yeah, Naruto can tell those weren't really kill shots. So he goes, "We got to fight them again." Kakashi and Kurenai goes, "How do you know?" He goes like, "Easy. He didn't aim for the vital spots in the neck and in the heart or near anywhere." So yeah. So after that, they get over to the bridge builder's place. Well, they go to Tazno's place. He meets the daughter, the grandson. The grandson still says his stuff. Naruto just says about him and how everything happened to him in his life technically is working out for him, but it still sucks because of how he's the only person that ever has this problem. And, the kid feels bad now. They learn how to do the tree walking. Naruto says he already knows this, but he's gonna just do it anyways. So he's able to do it with ease, pretty much. So, Zabuza still though was injured with mind, so he had to take that little couple weeks break. And well, what happens is then, trying to think now. Okay, so what happens is when Naruto decided to train all night just because he thought it'd be good practice to, work on his swordsmanship and taijutsu skills. He, after waking up, he does meet Haku again. He can tell this is Haku. The man, the person in the mask. Haku's still a bully. He does say hello there. He just asks, "So, why are you out here?" They just say, "I'm here to, get special herbs for my friend, the person I care about the most." And then, Naruto learns that lesson about how, having a purpose and caring for somebody to get strong for is good. So yeah, so that happens. And so, he says, "Well, see you around, man." As Naruto just body fuckers away, which Haku looks back and goes, "How did he know I was a man? I was a guy." So yeah. So anyways, that happens. Everything goes similar. So yeah. The bridge though doesn't. How am I gonna say this right? The only part that does not go the same is Naruto and Sasuke are trapped in the crystal ice mirrors, while Kiba takes care of, is at the house along with the wolf Itachi, and he named the hawk Shinsui. So yeah, the hawks there too. They're a little bit bigger than what they were. So since the hawk is now looks like a bald eagle, and and Itachi the wolf is basically 2 times the size of it as it was, along with Hinata being there with them. So Sasuke is with Naruto. Kayuya is with the team, and that's all they thought they needed. And Shino is also with Hinata and Kiba. because they needed a good defense. So Hinata will know when anyone's coming. Shino can always tell when someone's outside in a certain area and distance. So yeah, and Kiba has a good sense of smell. So anyways, Akamaru is also there. They're playing with the Wolf Itachi. So yeah. So in the crystal ice mirrors, Naruto does not really hit much. He's able to make the ribcage to protect Sasuke and him, in which, well, Haku did not understand this. Like, who is this boy? As Naruto says, water style, water dragon jutsu. As Haku doesn't understand, how's he able to do this? As a water dragon, comes up and hits basically the crystal ice at a high impact, to where it breaks one of the mirrors as Naruto throws Sasuke out. As Naruto runs over, morphs his hand into basically the blade and slices right through the mirror where Haku is right next to. Getting out. As Naruto basically changes his arm back to normal, and then he gets his katana out. As then it basically starts covering in fire. As he goes, "Come on then, let's fight." As Haku basically makes more crystallized mirrors around Naruto because he's more of a threat. So, Haku basically throws out the Zen bones at Naruto, and it hits Naruto, but it just gets eaten, like it gets absorbed. As in Naruto's able to keep up his, Haku. So, when Haku's going right above him, he jumps up, he slices the mask, but then he kicks Haku up into the other mirror, shattering it. Which Haku didn't have enough time to even, phase right into it. So, through this, Naruto basically starts swinging the sword at the other crystallized mirrors, breaking them, and then puts away the sword back into the sheath that goes back inside Naruto. And so when Haku lands, he basically just tells them to stay down, and he just walks away. Haku, Kakashi is about to give the Chidori to, to Zabuza. Haku makes a crystal ice mirror and boom, takes a hit. It hits Haku's lung, but not his heart. In which Zabuza like, "Haku, come on, no. And in a blind rage, with the dogs just all being on him, he still gets to use a sword. He tries to go ahead at, not Sasuke, Kakashi. Kurenai puts him into a genjutsu. And then, basically, Haku is still alive. Naruto basically runs over to Haku. Because he did not want to kill Haku. He actually thought, they could be friends if, he just defeated Zabuza and not, kill him. They could try to be friends as such. Haku, just holding out his hand. As Naruto's grabbing it, he says, "I can heal you, but you'll be so much different." As Haku says, "No, I'm no use to, Zabuza, no more." As Naruto goes, "What do you mean? Of course you're useful. He cares about you. He really does. He treats you like family." As Haku smiles and he goes, "All I wanted was to be useful to him. And I'm not, I'm not useful anymore. Even when I become whatever you said, that would help me or heal me." So Naruto basically pulls Haku in, just holding him his last moments, but then he remembers he can absorb Haku because of his emotions, it all jumping in his head. He basically gives Haku all the information, all of what happened to him, what he is now, what he can do, and what will happen to Haku if he does take him, basically absorb him in. And he nods. He says, "Just let me pass. You have my permission, Naruto."
And so Zabuza, does get up and he sees Haku smiling as he says goodbye to Naruto and Zabuza. As when he passes, Zabuza just starts crying. As he, basically when Gato comes over, this is what, no one's paying attention to Gato. So he was just all talking, never not paying attention. As he just tells Zabuza, he'll live through me. In which he doesn't understand, but then all of a sudden, like, something comes out of Naruto. Naruto's able to, make a tendril to go all the way over to Zabuza, puts it right onto his head, gives him the information, and he goes, please, if he lives through you, that'll be enough for me. Just please, let him still be useful. As he, basically is bound to Naruto, wounds, bloody, and all that still. So yeah, which everyone's shot as Naruto does take in Haku. Which Kakashi, Sasuke, and, is not, Kakashi's still freaked out to see this. Kurenai is freaked out to see this. Well, somewhat. She knows about it. She's seen Naruto do this. Kaguya and Kiba, no, not Kiba. Kaguya is not, but Tazuna is. As the mask, Naruto broke off, was like still on the ground. As basically tendril just goes right to it, goes over. As then all of a sudden it's being absorbed into brain into Naruto, but then he pops it right back out. And then he basically changed it to basically have not a mark, more like the mask has like a symbol. Basically a symbol of ice on it. He throws it to Zabuza. He goes, a memento for you. As Zabuza picks it up and he just says thank you to him. And so, what Naruto does, he gets up. He just says, whatever you said about him, you'll pay for your life. As Naruto just makes a one-handed sign, as then he says, crystal ice mirrors. As all of a sudden, crystal ice mirrors are forming around Gato and his men. As everyone's shocked, even Zabuza, as Naruto basically walks right into it. And then through these mirrors, as he says, this is your hell and the way you're gonna die. As all of a sudden, Zenbones come into Naruto's hand. And he says, well, Zenbone barrage, basically. As multiple Zenbones are going into all vital spots of Gato's men, and Gato himself, in a matter of seconds, they're all dead. As the crystals, ice are just going away. And Naruto, basically, a tear goes down his face, saying he is sorry, Haku. He is so sorry. So, Naruto walks over back to everyone. He does not want none of Gato's men. He does not want to do nothing. He just says, burn their bodies. Do whatever you want. I'm going for a walk. Kaguya comes over and hugs Naruto and says it's alright. Take as much time as you need. Kurenai does too. So that's what happens. And, well, Zabuza saw Naruto's face when he walked by. He saw the look of regret, the look of sadness, the look like he lost someone very special. Kurenai comes over to Zabuza, telling him he knows everything what Haku went through. He knows the jutsus, everything you taught him. Haku is a part of him now. He lives through Naruto, and he's upset because he would have made a good friend, and that Naruto knows how much now you cared about him. He is upset because he didn't realize what Haku would have done, and he is so sorry. As Zabuza puts on the mask and just says, "It's fine. I'll take whatever punishment I get now. My job's been canceled because my employer is dead. I wouldn't have got any money. Anyways, I just need time." As they understand. So while the bridge is being built, Naruto is walking along the riverside. He's walking very far, actually. He walked, and it took like he just kept on walking for days and days and days until he got to the sea. This, though, sea, there's, when he gets to it, he was like, "Oh, I must have walked all the way to the sea then." uh, uh, wow. Um, that's pretty shocking. So, Naruto just walks along the shoreline until he gets to a cave. As there's there's some words on it. Okay, yep. As it says, Leviathan, in which Naruto just says, "Huh, I wonder why it says this." And so, though Naruto basically does, "Oh yeah, I gotta do something." So he basically has blood go onto the seal, as then he says, "Summoning Jutsu," as he summons out a snake. Let's say it is a medium ranked snake that is good for, helping out Naruto for Sentry ability with traps and other chakras. So he goes, "So, um, I know I haven't summoned any of you guys in a while. I'm sorry about that." He goes, "No, no, 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 kid. We understand. You have to keep it a secret. So what's up?" He goes, "You mind if I give you the information?" He goes, "I don't really mind." How you do? He explains how he just have to touch him, and basically the memories will, he basically can transfer memory for chakra, and so he goes, "All right." So the snake gets what happened. He's like, "Ah, I see." And then he, basically looks up and he reads Leviathan, Cave of Leviathan, or Cave of the Leviathan. He was like, "So you think something's in there?" He goes, "Yep." "And I need your help because I am not really good at sensory yet. I'm still working on it. Even though I have the memories how to do it, I still have to work on it." That was the last thing I thought would be a problem. So he goes, "I gotcha." So yeah, so the snake slithers all the way up to Naruto's shoulder, and so yeah, they go into the cave. It senses no traps, but chakra of other beings, like little creatures and such, but still, he thinks it's a good idea for Naruto to basically, just keep on going. Um, you never know what could be in here. So what happens is they get to a dead end, but for some reason there is the snake says, "Hold on, there's a breeze plus, I think, an area where you can put chakra into. Go to the side and look at the wall that will be in front of you." So Naruto walks to the side and then goes to the wall that's right in front of him, as he does feel a little crack in it. And then right next to it, there's a handprint that he'll have to press. So what he does is he does put where his hand's supposed to be, puts in chakra. As all of a sudden, that area where there was wind opens up, and there is a scroll, as it says, for a forbidden summon. And so Naruto goes like, "Huh?" And what this one, as this snake says, "Wait, the Leviathan summon Naruto. I know you have a lot of chakra, but that's something that you may not be able to summon. If I were you, I wouldn't try that." It was, how do you know? He was like, it would have to take 3 Kages just to summon it. depends on which they were. If it was Madara, Chiha, or, you know, basically Hashirama, it would have took up half of their chakra. As Naruto says, well, I think I may be able to. I'll just give it a shot. If I nearly run out of chakra, then I'll basically stop. He goes, all right, just in case. As you know, he basically the snake, makes a summoning for some medical snakes. He just says, I'm having this just in case. He goes, all right. So that happens, and well, let's just say because this is a forbidden snake, forbidden summon. There is he doesn't really would have to like go with the regular. Oh, you need three summons. I'm saying because this is a forbidden one. You'll see why. So Naruto goes out to the ocean. He opens up the scroll with the seal on it, and so he basically bites. He doesn't bite his finger. Blood starts to come off his finger, which is his own, and then writes his name in the summoning contract, as it does have the hand signs for it. But there was reading on it saying only you can summon this being that is a god. It does not listen to the normal laws of nature nor the rules of summoning. As Naruto goes, wait, does that mean I don't have to listen to the three summonings? As that's why the snake that's on Naruto, which is called Kapachi, no, let's just call it Kenpachi right now. Just saying that's why it takes three Kages, kid. But anyways, just try it. I think that's not. I think there's no Kenpachi. No, no. Let's just change it to this little distinct name to Ika. Yeah, Ika said that. So yeah, as Naruto basically does the hand sign, and then says summoning jutsu. As when he puts his hand down, all of a sudden, a massive wave of chakra comes from the ocean. As Naruto feels his chakra drained, but it's not all of it. It's only a little fraction of it. As he like a little like 2% of it, which shocks Naruto and even like Ikachi. Yeah, Ika. Ikachi. Yeah, no, Ika. So he was like, what? As basically the Leviathan comes out of the ocean as it says, who has summoned me? As Naruto goes, hi. My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. and basically the Leviathan goes, like, puts his head down to Naruto. As it looks at him, he was like, ah, I see. You have quite the chakra pool. To only have used 2% of your chakra. Boy, are you a deity? He goes, no, I'm, well, a Jinchuriki and experimented on to, um, your godship? Mrs. or Mr. Leviathan? I don't know gender. He was like, I'm just Leviathan's good. He goes, alright then, Leviathan, can I touch your head to show you what I mean? As he goes, very well then. And so Naruto basically reaches his hand out as the Leviathan gets near, and boom, like Naruto shows the Leviathan everything what happened. And he goes, oh, I see. I see. Yes, that is. Well, I think the Leviathan was a she, so yes. She basically says, I see. Alright, well, Naruto, since you were able to summon me, I would have made you do a few tasks to prove your, worthiness, but since you're able to summon me and only have you use 2% of your chakra, I think that's worthiness enough. Here's the thing. I am, well, beyond the laws of rules of, well, the three rules of summoning. You only have three summoning contracts. I am a forbidden because I am a deity. Whoever has me summoned as a contract is basically meant to have great power and destructiveness. Well, great power of destruction that could be good or evil, or they are meant for something great. So, what are you meant for, Naruto Uzumaki? He just shrugs and he goes, I don't know, I couldn't save someone I thought that I could have been friends with. He was like, I know, she says, but still, I am looking forward to seeing the outcome. I will be watching you for where I am. Also, no matter where I am, or should I say you are, you can summon me, and I will come from the heavens, and I will bring down, well, the path, that the path of destruction of water with me. And I do have a few jutsus that you will need to master. So, they will be how can I say this? She says, there will be some scriptures on your right arm since you have a left arm with, with the snake contract already. They will be the jutsus you have to learn, but you do them and learn them in due time. They are very difficult to learn. As he nods, and he goes, "Is there going to be any sign of contract where?" She does say, "Yes, with those script, those with the jutsus and basically the hand signs for them. Your hand will basically have a tattoo. Well, no, not tattoo. A summoning, like the snakes on you. Will basically have that summoning where basically we'll have a picture of the Leviathan on you, me. There is nothing else but me you can ever summon. There's like no other little members. It's just me. Alright, kid? He nods. And so she basically now she basically asks Naruto to bring out his right arm, as he does, and all of a sudden in a light that happens, Naruto gets the Leviathan mark on him. Like a full on Leviathan and then the marks of the jutsus. Leviathan Tsunami, Leviathan Stream, and Spear of the Leviathan, which is it's a summoning of the weapon for it, but the ultimate technique saying full Leviathan absorption, no, full Leviathan destruction. Basically, is where Naruto summons out, brings a whole bunch of water, and just then raises his hand as the water itself turns into the Leviathan, and then he brings it down, destroying the area around him. So yeah, and he does ask though, do I have to have a high water affinity with this? She goes, with chakra? She says no. It's pretty much simple. You get the most lowest one. As long as you have me as a contract, basically your water jutsus are 10 times stronger now. He says, alright, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Leviathan. He bows at her, and she just says, no bowing. I am a god. Over the years, I have gone tired of the formalities, so just be yourself around me. He nods, but then he goes, wait, uh, are you able to transform? I mean, there's I think, some animal types that could transform into human form. Kurama could, and he's pretty much. That's how I trained with him a little bit too. And she does say I can, but I prefer not to. It's too annoying, and I haven't done it in years, so I forgot how to walk. As Naruto goes, oh, I can teach you then. She goes, wait, really? He goes, mm-hmm. Just, let's do it when basically there's not much around. She goes, alright. So I have to get back to my teammates, he says anyways. He goes, alright. See you later, Naruto, she says. And, she disappears. Poof and smoke, gone. No, 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 no. She basically goes right back into the water and then disappears. The Leviathan contract does disappear, but it basically is right along the tattoo of the Leviathan. The mark of the Leviathan is there then. So it's right there. And he goes, huh, storage. Cool. So, Akka says, Naruto, that's amazing. You can still get 2 more contracts, but since that's technically a god level summon, you can now
which one are you gonna get? As then Kurama says, Naruto, in your head, now, please. He was like, hold on. As Naruto basically goes into his mind tape, he was like, he throws the contract down to Naruto. He says, sign it. Sign it, kid. He was like, okay. So basically, he gets the Fox contract. He goes, good. Now you can summon foxes and then me. He's like, alright, why are you being so nice to me? He was like, kid, you're able to summon the freaking Leviathan. I can't even defeat her. And there's a couple more like, God level summons that no one can ever freaking summon. There's two more. One scroll has been gone because they did not want to be summoned by humans no more. His name was Imprint. He just burned that freaking summon scroll. But then there's another one who just wants to see how humanity does. So yeah, kid, you're freaking lucky to even get her. She's very stubborn. She does not let anyone summon her. Well, anyone to get their names stayed in there. You're the only ones who are able to are Kage levels, or they have to be a 3-man Kage level summoner, team. Each having a different mark. Basically, each part of the lab biped. You to handle all of it. That just means on how much this freaking black light virus has changed you. You are, well, you had a Sani level, chakra plus Donzo, who was Kage level, near Kage or at Kage level. Combine those two with your already chakra pool, and then the whole entire 5,000 clones, each one doing everything, but most of them 2,752 clones doing chakra control. You are above everyone, kid. So you can do this with ease. That's why you only had 2% of your chakra gone. And Naruto goes, I thought chakra control would have been, a little bit better if I did that. He goes, you abused this, kid. You abused the Shadow Jutsu with this. You're freaking smart. Now, I'm proud of you. Come in here. As Kurama turns into a freaking human. As in, basically, Naruto jumps into the cage and he pats Naruto on the back, saying, that's my student. Which Kurama does think him as a student and a friend, so yeah. And he goes, now, get back out there to the snake. And he goes, right. And boom. Naruto basically is out there. As he goes, what did the fox want? He goes, oh, gave me a summon contract. Which, he goes, nani? What? Summon contract? Kid, now you got only one more summon contract you have to get. Well, anyways, whatever. So, yeah. So, what happens is, Naruto goes, he basically, has them go back. He says thank you to both of them. Akko and the other snake, bows to Naruto. He says, I'll tell everyone what happened. They've been wondering, we could feel your emotions, kid. We don't know how, but we could feel it since you're special. He says you're technically special, so somehow we were able to feel your emotions. So, yeah. But anyways, I'll let them know what happened. So, as they poof, as Naruto goes, alright then, he basically tells Itachi to tell Akamaru that he's going to be coming back. So, Akamaru then tells Kiba, as Kiba tells everyone else, as everyone's happy, and in a matter of an hour, Naruto gets back over there, to the village, in the Lands of Waves. And so, when he gets back there, he just says, yo, what's up, everyone? They go like, Naruto, where were you? I was like, I walked and walked and walked all the way to the sea. As they say, that was a good couple of freaking miles. I know. But it was worth it. They go, why? Kakashi asks. Actually, Sasuke. And then Naruto brings up his arm as Kurenai. And basically, Kakashi faints from shock. Kurenai is baffled by this. As he goes, I am a god level summon. Denies the laws of reality of summons contracts. So yes. I know. So after that, they help they were finished with the bridge. After Naruto gets back, he helped out finishing it, and boom, they named the Great Naruto Bridge. They already got Tazuna in the village. Did he go to Gado's base, get the money? The village was thriving, and yeah, and so they leave with Zabuza coming with them, and Zabuza says, "All right, kid, I'm gonna be your sensei, one of your teachers. I'm gonna teach you how to use swordsmanship. All right, and then I'm also gonna teach you how to do well." Improve your skills with making your own with, you know, hakus, and help you with doing all your ice jutsus. He goes, thank you, Zabuza. He goes, no problem. So, let's get started. He goes, right. So on the way there, he learns how to do, like, saying, like, lightning stream, but it's ice stream. Basically, he makes a wide area of ice, and then he's able then to use crystal ice mirrors, but it's on the floor. Through this. And he's able to go from anywhere. It seems like he's just jumping around, teleporting. But nah, he's not. So yeah. So when they get back to the village, third Hokage was told, and he even says he even has this contract with the fox. Kurama then puts since he has like marks of the snake summon and the Leviathan summon. Kurama says he's gonna burn a mark on him for it. So he says he's gonna do it on the same, on the hand of the, of the fox summon. So boom, that's what happens. The fox mark, Kurama's mark for the fox summon appears. So yeah, so he just boom can do that without making hand signs. So Hiruzen's just class for Naruto. He just says, excellent job, Naruto. And really, 2,752 clones for a meditation for chakra control. He was, yeah, I overdid it. It was, you have god level chakra levels now. You know that, right? He was, yep, that's why I have chakra control down. It's like, Naruto, I'm proud and terrified, but mostly proud. And so, Kurama says, well, I'm recommending you all for the tuning exams. Here's your papers, get them signed, and, you guys all want to do it. It's a team, choice, as they nod their heads, and so that's what happens. Tuning exam is going to happen next. And this is where I'm going to leave it off, everyone. I hope you guys have a nice day, night, wherever you are, and bye.